Major.
Welcome back to Life After the Show. This is going to be a post-game recap, instant reaction right after the Yankees-Red Sox Game 1 wild card. If you didn't see it, we were just live for the final 4 innings of the entire game. Live reacted to it all. So go watch that if you want to see us when they had the bases loaded and a chance. So let's hear it, Clint.
I'm a little disappointed. Started to ride a extreme amount of confidence wave in that 9th inning once you saw, because look, I said in the leading up to it, I said Goldsmith's going to single over the second baseman's head.
Yep.
He singled. Judge comes up, first pitch swinging, 117 off the bat.
He had a base hit.
Yeah, Bellinger gets a hit. All of a sudden, bases loaded, 9th inning, 3-1 game, nobody out. Stanton strikes out. Who was next? Who came up after that?
Jazz.
Jazz Chisholm flew out, and then Grissom strikes out. So, real quickly, Yankees fans went from, oh my God, we're going to do this,
We had a
to,
chance.
God, season's over. See you in 2026. That's what the chat kept saying. So, obviously, we wanted to see him pull that game out. I think that the way that the Yankees put that lineup out there, where it was extremely analytically driven, you had Ahmed Rosario, Caballero get in there. You got to see Jazz Chisholm sit. Ben Rice sat. They really leaned heavy with the splits, lefty versus righties, riding the waves of guys who have had a lot of past success. And, I mean, it's hard to knock a team whenever they're just going with what they think is the best opportunity to get a guy like Garrett Crochet. But in the end, you left 2 of your best batters out of the lineup. One of them didn't even see the game. The other one got the opportunity to face the best closer in baseball in the 9th. So, not an easy game for the Yankees to win, but, you know, I mean, we got game 2 coming up tomorrow, and obviously it sucks that Max Fried went out there, pitched to Jim, came out of the game up 1-0. Luke Weaver came in and quickly changed that score and went down 2-1, and Bregman singles in, the bottom of the 8th to put it at 3-1. So, tough game to kind of look back at and be happy about given the circumstances, but I mean, you got 2 and 3 coming up if you win tomorrow.
Yeah, so let's take it back to the beginning of the game. Max Fried started. He had a great pitching run. He pitched 7.2 innings. I don't know exactly what it was a little bit over 7 innings. Got the first out in the 7th, and then they pulled him. As far as the bats go, Volpe was kind of before the 9th inning. Volpe was, I mean, the first inning there were some people or other batters hitting, but like Volpe was probably the best when it comes to hitter tonight. Home run and base hit.
Yeah, I mean, he gave him the only run that they had on the night,
Yep.
and kind of ironic for the way that the fans have, been upset with him. Obviously, it's been warranted all season. We did say on the stream that regardless of what you've done during the season, you should get a clean slate going into the playoffs. It's not time to boo players. But he showed up big, and so I do think that's good for him. I think it's good for him. I think it's good for the Yankees, and so you'd like to see that carry over to tomorrow. Obviously, the Yankees got, I think it was 7 or 8 hits. I know that it could have been reversed. Maybe the Red Sox had 8. I don't know. It was around
7.
that.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
7 Yankees, 8
Yankees
Red Sox.
had 7 hits. 3 of them came in the 9th inning. That's not super ideal in the fashion of trying to win the game. But you have Carlos Rodon going tomorrow against Brian Bello, which does give you a chance to steal a game. We did find out yesterday that Lucas Giolito, the probable Game 3 starter, is out with an elbow injury. So does bode the question of what does Game 3 look like if the Yankees get through Game 2? So tomorrow's obviously make or break for the season. And I do think that the Yankees are in a really good spot if they win tomorrow heading into Game 3. So I don't want to see fans get dejected over what happened tonight. You still got 2 out of 3 in this series, and we're pulling for them. We want to see it happen.
Let's talk about the pitching matchups, because Crochet came out, pitched 118 pitches. He pitched 8.5 innings almost.
8 and 2/3.
8 and 2/3.
No, is it
1/3? 8 and a third.
Yeah, something like that.
Chapman came in for a 5-out closing, and compared to the Yankees, from my perspective, I mean, they went deep into the bullpen first game. To me, it felt a little like they're panicking to try to close it out. And, on the other side, Crochet's just walking around the mound like he owns the place.
Rolling.
Getting strikeouts still, getting the outs, and not letting any runs up. And he The only things he let was that one home run by Volpe, and he took care of it after that. And so that's where once Max Fried came out, there's all in our chat. The questions were asking like, "Hey, they should have left Max Fried in. He would have, taken care of business." You never know what'll happen. He doesn't typically pitch more than like 100 at bats. I say that as a former, or he used to be a Atlanta Brave, and I'm a Braves fan. So I used to watch him pitch. He's not one of those guys going 120 pitches. He's just not doing it.
Yeah. And obviously, if you were watching the game or if you're watching this, Garrett Crochet had retired 15 straight at one point. And he is not a small dude, right? Like he's like 6'5", 6'6", 270. So the workload between Fried versus Crochet is a little bit different, like the wear and tear on the bodies. Crochet is a guy that looks like he wants to go 120 pitches.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not saying that Fried's not either that guy, but the way that Crochet was rolling, it's hard to take him out of the game, given the fact that Alex Cora is probably looking at him thinking like, man, these innings are going fast. I think his 7th inning was a 6-pitch inning. And at that point, he had gone 13, 14, and 15 straight batters or something along that. But when you have a guy rolling like that, and then you have a guy like Chapman, you know that, hey, if I can extend him just a little bit further and get him as close as I can to that 9th inning, Chapman's going to slam that door shut. It might be an interesting fashion the way that it finished tonight, but what Chapman's done all year is just finish the game in the Red Sox win. So Crochet went out through a fucking gym. I mean, I said yesterday on the pod that if the Yankees want to win, they've got to get his pitch count up. And they got his pitch count up. And
but
they still
it was
lost.
late. Like his pitch count, he was in the 7th inning. He still had like 84 pitches, and Max Fried at that point was at 101. So he kept it reasonable. And give one word to describe your feeling after game 1. Like just overall sentiment, feeling around game 1, and for the hopes for the upcoming games.
One word, huh? Optimistic.
Optimistic.
I'll say optimistic. And the reason why I'm saying optimistic is because, like I alluded to a few minutes ago, if you win, like tomorrow is a winnable game, right? Obviously, every game is winnable whenever you have teams in the playoffs that got there for a reason. But tomorrow is a winnable game in the sense of Garrett Crochet is not on the mound. And you got Rodon, a frontline starter that can go out there and be a playoff guy that you paid him to be. Brian Bello is obviously not an easy guy to go up against, but he is somebody that can implode and give up a few runs every now and then. So the reason why I chose the word optimistic is because you win tomorrow, you have a favorable matchup going into game 3. There is a chance that game 3 is a straight bullpen arm game, but given the fact that the Red Sox didn't throw anyone in the bullpen outside of Chapman tonight, it's going to depend a lot on what tomorrow's game looks like if they win and how many guys they stretch out in that bullpen to see what that game could look like. So I'm optimistic. I think that the players would be optimistic too. I think they're thinking to themselves like, damn, we kind of pissed that game away just a little bit. And we get them to game 3. We got them at home against the crowd out there. So I don't think that you guys should be super dejected. I mean, people in our chat were like, "Hey, season's over. See you in 2026." And last time I heard, it's best 2 out of 3. So we want them to do that. We really do. I mean, it's weird to say that, but I would love to see them go out there, win tomorrow, and just give us a chance to have something rolling for this game 3 stream.
Yeah. So I don't think there's too much more on that game. Do you have anything else on that?
Go fucking Yankees, dude. Let's get a win tomorrow.
So tune in if you want to see Clint. Most likely will be going live tomorrow. Make sure you check out the live stream to see our live reaction to everything that happened in the game. And look forward to hopefully I'll be back for a game 3 live stream if they make it that far. So go Yanks.
Go Yanks, baby.